USD 473 update on Eagle Community Television is brought to you by Branson and Chapman, professional entertainers from Branson, Missouri, performing in Chapman for you. Don and Mary Rickley, Coldwell Banker Maury Custer Realtors, supporting USD 473 and the families and communities keeping it alive. Carl Trucking, strong supporters of the USD 473 school system and all they do for our youth. KVK Incorporated Building Systems Management, providing quality service for all your residential and commercial heating and air conditioning needs. Mojo Music in downtown Chapman, Kansas, now offering lessons. Call or stop in today. Kohlhoff Pharmacy, your family-owned pharmacy, voted best pharmacy in the Flint Hills, offering free delivery to Chapman. Chapman Food Mart. Chapman Food Mart is your hometown market, supporting USD 473, its families, and the community. And Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Hi, Dennis Weiss in Chapman for USD 473 update, and we're at Irish Inc., which I've never been in before, with a teacher that I've never met, Jody DeArmond. Now, for those of you who are watching her locally, you might recognize her face because you are
an Abilene High School grad.
And your last name?
Was Havis.
Yes, we know lots of Havises from the school systems. Mm-hmm. So, Irish Inc., I have gotten a little tour, talked to some of the students sitting behind us on camera, and there's some cool things going on here. Tell us about Irish Inc.
Irish Inc. is a design and printing business here at the high school, so we do things about 50% for the high school itself and the different schools in Chapman, but then about 50% outside community support. And we do anything from business cards to wedding invitations, birthday banners, so any type of print, digital print, we can kind of create everything on the computer and then print it off for customers.
You know, we've had the pleasure of taking our camera across the street where the t-shirts are made and next door to where the house is made, and just recently where the race car is about to be made. Seems to be a trend here at USD 473. Kids are being given a chance to produce things.
Yes.
Why is that important to education?
I feel like students that are just going to get an assignment that's not real or that's just a fake assignment that they can design on the computer doesn't go anywhere. And this, when they come into Irish Inc., every project that they do goes to a customer. So they have to not only get a satisfied customer, I always say they have to get an A in the class, because I would never give a customer not A work. So they get to really work with people and design real life projects.
That feedback is incredibly important to learning. If you don't get feedback, you can't possibly advance other than by accident. Yeah, very cool. So talk about some of the projects you do so people watching know what kind of products you put out there.
We really like to help out the school. We're just getting ready to do some lesson plan books for the teachers, so we can actually like spiral bind booklets and make booklets for teachers. We kind of, this past 2 or 3 years, really kind of got into the wedding invitation market. And so we are almost kind of a one-stop shop for everything that a bride would need for wedding invitation programs, thank you cards, anything that they would need to kind of produce for their wedding. And so the students kind of get assigned a bride, and then that bride gets a one-on-one person to work with all through the process of designing their invitation and getting them printed.
That's very interesting. I think Dave will have to help me here. The bridal store in Abilene with Carice Vetter, we've had her on camera. You guys should set up a deal.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yes, you should. There's a lot of wedding dresses come out of that place, and they're carried by a lot of brides and bridesmaids, but that would be a good business partnership for you.
You'll have to get on that.
That's right. Set one of these seniors to negotiation and send them over there.
Yes, definitely.
Tell them I said so.
Yeah, you can get a referral fee or something.
Very much so. Okay, so how many students in a class typically?
I have 11 this year, but I am very sadly going to be graduating 9 seniors.
Oh my.
So I will only have 2 returning for next year.
So you have 9 slots at least.
I'm hoping to fill all 9 slots.
Okay, well, this program will help you do that, because when parents see this program, what an opportunity for young people to learn skills that are in demand at every single business in the world. These sorts of skills to conceptualize and produce material that people look at and read. Doesn't get any better than that for opportunity.
Right.
All right, so what's the funnest project you've been involved in, Jody?
The most fun project? I think that they're all fun because I don't have to do any of them. My students do all the work. I get to just assign the birthdays and the weddings and the booklets to the kids, and I don't have to work on the projects. They kind of take them over and kind of work with it all on their own.
So did the D'Armond family purchase some birth announcements recently?
We're getting ready to. Still haven't gotten those sent out yet.
Those are on the back burner, and the baby's on the front burner.
Yeah, he's already 2 months old,
yes,
so it's we're a little late going with that.
If you'd send us all a party invitation, we'd probably come.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing his birthday party invites.
Okay, that's very cool. All right, so older kids mostly are attracted to this program in high school, do you think?
We always try to get them to work through our pathway, and we're really trying to promote pathways at the high school right now. And so mine is the computer, web and design pathway, where they work through the freshman level and sophomore level class, so they can learn the skills to be able to be a part of Irish Inc. their junior and senior year.
Okay, so you're funneling people through a pathway that lands here.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, when you take the product to the market, that's the ultimate test. The marketplace test all things. So, and you're doing that here. I talked to the couple of young gentlemen behind me before we turned the camera on, and they're working on a cool project, and it will stretch them to be able to come up with a way to market a sports team and all the things that go into that. Great business experience. Okay, so let's talk about, there's more than 11 computers in here. So how's this program going to grow, and how fast do you want it to grow?
I would love for Irish Inc. to keep growing. We're in the process of trying to work with the art department and look into getting some sort of vinyl printer that will allow us to help her design prints so she can do individualized names on the back of her shirts. So we're trying to really teaming up with the art department this year and trying to make sure that we're getting everything that we can both kind of utilize and benefit from.
What do you think 3D printing is going to do for programs like yours and students who are taking products to market? That
was a search that I was looking for just yesterday, was what a 3D printer would do for us. And I've seen at a competition I was just at, they did the medals, the first place, second place, so that's always something we could look into too. Yeah, what brought it to my mind is the partnerships you have. There's lots of opportunities, but I think 3D printing is going to be the thing that gives some really bright young person a chance to go, I've got an idea and it's really cool, because it's a new medium. It used to involve other things to be able to produce a three-dimensional object, and now we can do it with the same skill process and tools that you have in this room. Right. It just comes out 3D. That's going to be an incredible opportunity for products, for companies like us, or just something new that old guys like me haven't thought of yet. I think so.
Okay, the hard question, but this is the one I want to know. What brought you home to the area where you grew up and to teach here at USD 473?
Well, my mom taught the same things over in Abilene, and she was still teaching, so there wasn't taking over her spot. So I found myself in Chapman, and it's a family here. I would never even consider, once she retired and her job was open, to even go that way, because we've kind of taken in, and I have such great administration support for our programs, and being able to teach the way I like to teach and give the kids the projects and let them run with it, and they get to do such amazing things here.
Where did you go to college?
Fort Hays.
Okay. What did you look at before you made a decision to come to Chapman?
Location was big. We love being around here, being home. My husband works in Junction City, so we really like being close to home, and just the great schools here. I came in right when they were getting ready to rebuild. So I've student taught in the old school, worked in the trailer for a semester, and then was able to come into this beautiful new building.
I'll never apologize for taking this little diversion off topic, because I think, this program is a USD 473 update. And when I interviewed the young lady who does the t-shirts over there, she's also a local young lady who chose to come back home. And I think there is something here that makes people feel welcome here. But more importantly, our cameras all the time, Jody, we talk about economic development and economic reinvestment. There is no better outcome than getting somebody who went away to school to come back home and work. That pays dividends for a generation, of which your little boy is now proving. That's very, very cool. All right, so let me think. We have 3 young ladies standing in the back, all looking very nice today, who also play softball. We have 3 gentlemen here, and I talked to 2 of them are going away on sports, and one of them is going to K-State. That means everybody in the room has very concrete, solid progression that they're about to go do. That's just remarkable, and so Irish Inc. play a part of that?
I think so. I don't expect any of my kids to go on and go be in graphic design, even though that's, you know, the basis of what I teach. I want them to take their skills and their customer service and their problem solving and take that on and be successful in anything that they do.
Okay, so we're going to put those young ladies on camera and have a conversation, and I'm sure they'll make you very proud.
They do, very much.
Okay, very nice to see you. Thanks for hosting us today. Folks, we'll take a short break and be back with 3 young ladies. Hi, Dennis Weiss, back with the stars at USD 473, and on our update today, we're in Irish Inc., as we've told you already. These are some of the girls that make the world spin over here, I hear. So, your name?
Darian Wise.
Darian. What do you do in Irish Inc., and how does it work for you?
Well, basically, customers pretty much contact Mrs. DeArmond, our advisor, I guess, and she assigns us assignments, and we just kind of work with the customer individually. And
Customers, that sounds like a business.
Yes,
is this a business?
It is, yeah.
What do you sell?
Well, we do stuff like weddings and any kind of invitation and business cards.
I could use some business cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. How does the process work? Does a student handle a customer like me?
Yes, we all work with our customers individually, and we email them back and forth, and sometimes we use texting and phone calls to get a hold of them, and they just basically tell us what they want, and we make it for them.
So you're learning sales, you're learning production, and you learn customer satisfaction if I like or don't like my business cards.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Jesse, your name?
I'm Jessie Hyman.
Jessie Hyman. How long have you been in Irish Inc.?
This is my 2nd year. I started as a junior.
Okay. What do you do? What's your favorite part?
I personally love the backside of Irish Inc. I liked kind of dealing with the money management more. I kind of learned the backside of it.
Back office is the word for that.
Yeah.
The backside of it, the other flop of the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, back office is a huge, huge career opportunity. Everybody has a back office if you've got a front office.
Yeah, that part really interests me the most.
Yeah. Do you take any other courses here at Chapman USD 473 that you take that support that? Accounting, business?
Actually, right now in government we're doing a lot of financing, but this is mostly the main class that really focuses a lot on it.
Okay. Practical experience though.
Yes,
the best
definitely.
Kind.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Macy Langbard, I know you from horses.
Oh, yes, long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
How's your world?
Good. Good.
What do you think of Irish Inc.?
I love the actual business setting that we're in. That's kind of preparing us for when we hit the real world, and I like working with customers. So it gives you some good communication skills, and so when you're out in the business world, you know how to be a good employer.
So is your dad carrying business cards made here?
I actually did make some for him last year, so. It's good to help out our family members.
That's good. How's Grandpa doing?
He actually passed away 2 years ago.
Didn't know that, not caught up on the news.
It's okay.
Okay, so how's the horses?
What we have left, really good. We try and use them as much as we can.
All right. I have a reason for asking. That reason is your life experiences take you a lot of places. Guess how I got here? You get a guess. You don't know?
I don't know.
Guess.
I have no idea.
You know. How did I get here?
What do you mean,
Horses.
Oh, yeah.
Horses brought me here. So I was a professional horse trainer before I worked for Eagle Communications, and I came here in 1992, entered the business world as an IBM salesperson, delivering mid-range computer products. But I will also tell you that most of the things that allow me to do what I do today, I learned when I was a horse trainer. Customer service, sales, all of those things. So what's the funnest project each of you have got to do?
Oh gosh. I think the funnest project is probably stuff like birthday parties, because you actually get to like recreate designs and you get to make stuff, and it's more like cute and fun, I guess.
What's the last one you've done?
The last one I did was for a little boy called Heston. It was
that's cool.
of a little puppy dog named Rebel, and I had to like recreate it on Illustrator, and so because we can't use pictures from Google, so.
Sure, sure. I asked you that for a reason. I wanted to see if you could paint a picture for people. That's a skill you learn here, is to paint pictures for people with words. That's how you communicate the value of what they see on your product. Jesse, what's your favorite?
My favorite is probably all the weddings I've done. I've actually have 2 right now, right at the end of the school year. I'm finishing them up, and hopefully I get them done before the end of the school year, or if not, I'll just have to come in afterwards.
Very busy time for weddings.
Definitely.
Okay, all right. Macy?
I enjoy weddings too. I just finished my new sister-in-law's that they just had this weekend, so that was kind of cool. And I enjoyed doing the holiday glitz that we had this year. It's a really big project that we do for the Garrett Community Hospital, and it's kind of cool to see a lot of people that have gotten it that really enjoyed seeing it, and it was really nice. So.
Which brother?
Trent.
Trent.
My oldest brother.
Okay, all right. Okay, so who's your teacher?
Mrs. DeArmond.
How do you like her?
She's pretty cool.
She's watching over there. So why is she pretty cool? What kind of opportunities represent pretty cool?
Well, she's pretty laid back, I guess, and she, gets on us when there's stuff that needs to be done, and she helps us out a lot, but she also lets us kind of do our own thing and work with the customers on our own. And
Question. What teaches you more, being told what to do or being given an opportunity to perform?
Definitely getting the opportunity to perform. I'm more of a hands-on learner, and Mrs. DeArmond does a really good job of letting us take over, and she's more of kind of our supervisor, as Darian said, where she lets us do our work and she just makes sure that we're doing everything correctly.
That's really a tremendous story. As we're here for a 473 update, an opportunity for young people to do things on their own is that launching pad. So before we're done with you guys, I hear you're on the softball team.
yes.
You have a big game or 2 or 3 coming up here at the end of the year?
Yes, we do.
So tell us about it. What's your standing? What do you have to do this weekend to make success happen?
Well, tonight we play Abilene. They're our big rivals, so we're hoping to get a couple wins out of that. And then next Monday, I think, is when we have regionals here in a couple weeks. So hoping to get a win out of that.
So when folks see this program, all of this will have already happened, and hopefully they'll find you as what?
State champions.
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
NCKL
cool.
champions.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great thing. Our local communities have a healthy rivalry. It gives you a chance to perform. So as we finish off, all of you going somewhere after USD 473? Tell us about that.
Next year, I will be attending K-State and majoring in elementary education.
Okay. Going to come back and teach if they let you?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. We've got it on tape.
I'll be attending Kansas State University also, but I'm majoring in agribusiness with a minor in leadership.
Yeah, back office stuff. Huh?
Definitely.
I will be attending Washburn University, majoring in nursing and continuing my basketball career.
Okay, all right. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. So proud that you 3 came to represent USD 473 today. And Irish Ink, that's pretty cool. Thanks for giving me the tour.
Thank you.
Folks, we'll be right back. Dennis Weiss with the USD 473, and we're at update wrap-up time. We have Principal Kevin Souther here. You got to see what went on. What a fantastic program.
It is a fantastic program. It's one of the first programs that has started here at Chapman High School and has launched our theme for businesses and giving real life experiences. And we have just kept growing and growing, and we have a tremendous amount of those opportunities for a variety of students and their different interests that they have. So,
I don't know if it's unique But it feels unique, Kevin. When I come here and I talk to your young teachers who are engaged in these opportunities with these students, and I talk to the students, there's a level of excitement here that seems pretty special to me.
And we have very special teachers to be able to do that. I mean, they're doing their regular classes and preparing them and doing curriculum as far as lessons and all that, but they're also running a full-time business along top of that. So when you take Irish Ink that has probably more weddings than sometimes we can handle, but we tend to do it. So we can get 12 to 15 to 20 wedding invitations in a year. And so they keep coming back year after year, and we've got a niche. And the reason is because we have a high quality of work. And it's not just from me, it's not just from the teacher, it's the students that are creating that product. And, we're very proud of them.
I talk to students all the time. I have one left in my house, so I talk to him very frequently. And there's a common theme, I think. People want to do something that matters. And I think of a 15 to 17-year-old young man or a young lady, they want to be challenged. They want to see the value of their work. And as I look at programs like this, or your house building program, or your screen printing t-shirt shop over across the way, and I just see the opportunity for young people to be challenged, and they can look at the results of their work, not just a...
Correct. When you talk about standards, and when they say that one of the standards is be able to do speech, be able to communicate, that's what we're providing as far as that. When we have a student that has to meet with the bride, I'm sure some brides can be...
Makes me nervous just thinking about that.
I mean, that's one of the biggest times of your life as far as a wedding. And we have a high school student, senior, that is working with somebody who wants to make that day perfect. Yeah. And so that's a lot of pressure to be able to go through, and they handle it with ease. I'm sure you're going to have ones that are very particular, some that are very easy about how they go about it, but you have to adapt.
More of the first than the second.
The customer comes first, and they start to realize that. And if they need to change a design, they change it. If they need to work something out, if they need to get it done within days because something changed with their wedding. I think we've even had where there's a venue that had changed, and luckily we hadn't printed anything, so you have to change it and make it different and adapt. And so that's reality of life. And you're not just making up a project, you are literally working with a live person with one of the biggest days of their life. So.
Well, this is our last USD 473 update of the school year, and I can tell you it's been a ton of fun for me. But I'll also tell you, I had no expectation of being exposed to these three things. I guess four, including the race car, but I had no idea that the depth of learning that's going on here at USD 473, as is evidenced by this hands-on thing.
And it keeps expanding. I mean, I'll just go quickly through. We have the T-Works, which does the T-shirts. We have the Constructions Tech, which we need to sell again in the fall and build another brand new house. We have Irish Ink that does invitations and weddings. We have Irish Photography. We do all of our own photography as far as for the school pictures and sports pictures. We are starting a new business next year with floral design, and so we're going to be making flower designs for possibly weddings, but also Valentine's Day.
Sure.
And we're also doing a woodworking business in which people can come here and get a kitchen table made and chairs.
That's so exciting. So exciting.
So a lot going on.
Well, I thank you for giving us the opportunity to bring cameras and let me be a part of your USD 473 updates all year long. I've had a blast, learned a lot. I think the community's got to see some of the best of the best.
Yeah, thanks for exposing to everybody of what a great education you can get at Chapman, and you can always probably one-shot place to get something as far as a business.
Okay, all right, well keep it up. Good luck to you next year.
Thank you.
We'll see you back, we hope. I'm Dennis Weiss. I work for Eagle Communications, but today we're working for USD 473. So happy to bring you this update. Drop by and visit with the people here. Move some family home. Let them teach school. Let them come to class. All good things happen at USD 473. I'm Dennis Weiss. You have a great day.
USD 473 Update on Eagle Community Television is brought to you by Branson and Chapman, professional entertainers from Branson, Missouri, performing in Chapman for you. Don and Mary Rickley, Coldwell Banker Maury Custer Realtors, supporting USD 473 and the families and communities keeping it alive. Carl Trucking, strong supporters of the USD 473 school system and all they do for our youth. KVK Incorporated Building Systems Management, providing quality service for all your residential and commercial heating and air conditioning needs. Mojo Music in downtown Chapman, Kansas, now offering lessons. Call or stop in today. Kohlhoff Pharmacy, your family-owned pharmacy, voted best pharmacy in the Flint Hills, offering free delivery to Chapman. Chapman Food Mart. Chapman Food Mart is your hometown market, supporting USD 473, its families, and the community. And Eagle Communications, our community connected.